So a quick look at the teams before we get things up and running. 3 changes to the Irish side that started at France, all to the pack. The loss of Brian Gleeson at number 8 is significant, but it gives an opportunity to another Munster man, and Luke Murphy, who was in from the start. The Ulster 2 alterations are in the front row. Stephen Smith makes his debut at hooker. Danny Sheehan drops out. Ulster tight and Jacob Boyd comes in for Andrew Sparrow. No change to the back line, led by Jack Murphy, who performed so well under pressure last week. That formidable centre partnership of Hugh Gavin and Willem de Klerk outside him. Ben O'Connor has shaken up a knock to retain his place at full back. Well, in a huge boost to the Italians, their captain at number 8, Jacopo Vettori, has overcome a knee injury to take his place in the back row that now contains Cesare Zacconi, who makes his first Six Nations start. That switch sees Piero Gritti shift from the blind side to the second row, with Giacomo Milano dropping to the bench. Gritti packs down behind a very experienced front row, 27 caps between them. Like Ireland, the back line has been left alone, run by Martino Picciarello, son of former Munster prop Freddie. Perpignan's Nicola Bozzo is a big talent in the centre. It's his 11th cap tonight, while Aletri and Scalaparin are 2 players out wide who can cause real damage. Quick look at the 2 benches. Patrice Bell and Sean O'Dugbo have been added to the Irish replacements, while Almo D'Alessandro and Ferdinando Fusari could both make their championship debuts. A hugely talented bunch that will be insistent that there is more in them than they produced a week ago. And there was a quick glimpse of Jack Murphy, who was so key to Ireland's fortunes at Aix-en-Provence a week ago with that boot of his. So away we go, the ball in the hands of Martino Picciarello. He's part of the Zebra youth setup at the moment. And we are up and running at Virgin Media Park. And already Ireland punching holes in this Italian defence. Trying to suck in as many of these defenders as possible. Italy have strayed, and it's going to be a penalty advantage for Ireland. Clipped through by Murphy. They need the bench to go their way, and they will come back for the penalty. For Jack Murphy to settle him down again, not that he requires it, having been error-free last week. 7 from 7 from the team, make it 8 from 8 in this year's championship. And Ireland have not taken very long to edge their noses in front. Goes to Mirko Belloni. Strong tackle on him. The scrum half today is Lorenzo Casillo, who turned 20 last weekend.
Wait until I whistle and I say time on, please.
It's been pretty physical.
Time on.
Well, they're rolling the dice here, Ireland. Ustinov taking it up front. They are almost there. This time they do get there.
Simple stuff, isn't it? Ustinov nearly gets there. In that type of game, they've just got to be patient, Ireland, and they get rewarded. Good decision now not to go for the penalty. Bryn Ward and Luke Murphy on his shoulder.
Time off.
Adding that bit of weight to get him across the line.
So it's the Ireland second row.
It was a little bit deep.
Set!
Already having played pretty well. Italy do need to find a score of some description. Picciarello, lovely little short ball back inside, and Italy are now heading for the line. Oh, that's a fantastic try from Marco Scalabrine, the 19-year-old from Vicenza. And talk about finding a way to respond. They've hit back immediately.
That's a great try, isn't it? Didn't see that one coming. Ireland looked like they had plenty of defenders. They just pushed a little bit wider. Off little pass on the inside. And the step. Oliver Coffey is trying to get out and put pressure on that 10. That little hole was there, and Scalabrine did superb there. So rangy, isn't he, and strong. Gets a little fend off on Hugh Gavin and Ben O'Connor. Great acceleration there.
Advantage.
The referee's arm goes out once more, and surely Italy are walking a fine line when it comes to their discipline. Murphy, de Klerk puts it off to Ben O'Connor.
Second try. Lovely pass there on the outside by Jack Murphy, and he's on that drift line, isn't he, de Klerk?
Yeah, where you are.
They had a penalty coming again. The Irish side, their discipline has been poor, number of penalties. Just
An
got
Italian
narrow,
defender
didn't it?
shooting out of the line. Now, there might have been Scalabra, in fact.
The Clerk has that pace and evasion on the outside.
Another restart dropped, and Ireland could be made to pay dearly for it. The power of Marco Scalabria. He is unstoppable when he gets the ball in that sort of range.
Scalabrin hopes, probably didn't need that lift there. He's straight onto it, isn't he, Scalabrin? He's so powerful. Against the run of play, but they won't care. It's back to within 3. Now, it was a brilliant tackle from Usanov there.
Okay.
Got
Advantage.
back brilliantly to stop that attack.
Yes.
Italy playing with an advantage here. And against all the odds, 35 minutes into this first half, Italy lead. Murphy, Finn Tracy, back inside towards Murphy, who had just overrun the pass ever so slightly, was reaching for it. Well, eventually the referee was going to run out of patience. And the man he's picking out here is Cesare Zacconi. They're a few seconds away from being able to do so. Casilio again. Looks to prod towards the corner. Oh, it's a really well-judged kick, and that should bring us to the end of a first half, which has delivered plenty of thrills and spills. 4 tries. An Italian side which spent much of that opening 40 very much under the pump, and yet somehow head for that half-time changing room with their noses in front. They've taken their 2 tries brilliantly through Marco Scalabrin. So the Ireland fly half, Jack Murphy, gets us back up and running here. And that's made an early marker laid down. A brilliant tackle from Hugo McLaughlin. Doesn't get much purchase on that. Down the throat of O'Connor. And he looked to chase down his own kick here. Little nudge on his way through. Pucciarello, he didn't fancy what was hanging in front of him. Well, it's almost 35 minutes since Ireland scored. But they've ended that run, and they've got themselves back in front. Get some really good yardage. De Villiers out the back. And now a chance maybe for Luca Bellucci. And into the hands of Scalabrin, looking for a hat-trick of tries. Scalabrin, he's still on his feet. Oh, what an offload that is, taken on by Grinty! Oh, it's incredible from Italy. Catch their lead. They're back into a 4-point advantage.
Oh, it's a brilliant try, isn't it? Their back 3 have been absolutely brilliant. And Ireland have kicked loosely to him tonight. Belloni, Scalabrin, Eletri, so good in the counter-attack, and that time again, it's that man Scalabrin. They get the width here. Ireland are just way too narrow. They get bunched. You think there's 4 Irish players in the vicinity there. What an offload from Scalabrin. It's a wonderful try.
2 tries and a try assist for the tall, powerful Benetton winger. Knocked in again, looking to get this back line moving. It's there for Brophy. Oh, lovely hands to get that ball through to Gavin, and a dot ball to the corner! Brilliant score!
For the gain line, quick breakdown, and a dog boat. The acceleration here, and the power in the end. Brilliant try. Best passage of play from this Irish team tonight. Gets on the outside. Determination, speed and power. Some lovely hands here in the build-up.
Here is De Villiers. It's a big carry. The offload is a good one towards Belloni, but he spilled it.
Yeah, but Sean Naughton got the hand in there, so vital.
It's put out by Sheehan. And somehow Ireland have survived. Sean Adogbo's try got them back in front. And as Italy came forward looking to snatch it, Ireland's defence just about held firm. So many big performers from both teams, Alan, but who stood out for you?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with the winning side, the Italians, of course.